Welcome back, Buck Teeth Buckos. Old Man Tough coming at you today with our Team Builder versus John, aka Pokemon, in Week 10 versus the New Orleans Pelippers. Now, we're bringing a little bit more of an unorthodox team. We're not bringing Thundurus for the first time all season. What? His team actually is defensively very well against Thundurus, so I didn't really see a role for it. And we're running the team a little bit differently this week, hoping to throw John off his game plan. As you can see, we do not have Celebi either. Let's talk about what we do have. Arcanine Hot Dog, Leftovers, Intimidate, Flare Blitz, Bulldoze, Extreme Speed, Morning Sun, Specially Defensive, Bulky, mainly to come in, soak up the special defense hits that John can lay down. This stands up relatively well to Raikou. I don't know it's going to beat it 1v1. We'll have to see. Depends on what Raikou John is running. I'm going to have to guess he's running the, I believe it has to be Rash, Event Nature with Aura Sphere, or he's going to have absolutely nothing for my Excadrill 1v1. Moving on. And let's pull up that Ev so we have that right. Yep. Going to Handsome. Bringing back Ambipom this week. Ambipom does work against his team. It matches his top speed Mon, which is Raikou in speed, which is why we're running Jolly max speed this week. But Expert Belt Technician with the coverage hits almost everything on his team, barring a few Mons like Raikou, for super effective damage. But I mean, knockoff is going to be big because if Raikou has an Assault Vest, if Raikou is Scarfed, yada yada yada. If Raikou is Scarfed, it outspeeds my entire team. But if it's Scarfed, it's going to hinder him. So, Gunk Shot for the flower fairy thing, Florges. The best part of waking up is Florges in your cup. But yeah, max attack, max speed, laying down the booms. Was going to name him Boomstick this week, but gotta go with Handsome. Gunk Shot, knockoff. Fire Punch for Mega Scizor on the switch in, and Ice Punch for Elephant Guy. Goodyear Tire. Dawn Fan. There we go. Okay, we're going back to Ruben. Bringing Choice Scarf, Mold Breaker this week, Excadrill. Mainly because with the Choice Scarf, it naturally outspeeds everything on his team that isn't also Scarfed. Running enough speed, well, just enough speed to outrun timid max speed Raikou. So that's a thing. We got the Rapid Spin to get rid of rocks because he does have some good rock setters. Earthquake Iron Head. We brought X Scissor this week. Oh, what did I bring X Scissor for? It hits something on it. The Blobby. It hits Blobby. Reuniclus. It hits Reuniclus a lot harder than everything else. It does 50% damage to a max defense, and that is amazing. Moving on to Requiem. Did we cover everything there? Yep. Enough speed, max attack, and all investment into the hit points. Okay. Going to Requiem, our wonderful, wonderful Jellicent, who has been so good for our team. We actually changed this to Cursed Body. Because I don't think his water type is going to want to 1v1 us. That I'm going to be worried about taking water. We wall it all day anyways, whatever his water type is. It's not coming to me right off the top of my head. But anyways, Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Scald, and Recover. Standard set, max defense. It stands up really well against his physical attackers, and holy crap. Debonair Fox is now following me on Twitter. You just made the team builder, whoever that is. But like I said, Will-O-Wisp, we want to burn his physical attackers because he has a lot of them. And this stands up relatively well on its own against Scizor. If we can get it burnt, we can take a knockoff even with our item on, unless he gets up a Sword Stance. So that is something we have to be very careful about. Okay, now, we brought Blue this week, and we're not bringing a choice item Blue this week. This week, his only answer, really, to this is Florges. So once we get Florges down, and I can get behind a substitute, not much on his team outspeeds this, namely Raikou. Dragon Dude does also. Yeah, Dragon Dude, what's his name? Hydreigon. 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 Dre. Yeah. But, substitute Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Hidden Power Fire for the Scizor, Mega Scizor, because it's a pain in the butt. But, max special attack, as much speed as we could give it to make it outpace everything, because he has quite a few mons that are right around the same speed tier as this. So we had to, even though we went modest, we maxed out the speed to make sure nothing's slower than us in speed creep us. A little bit in HP, and the rest in defense. So, boy no. Now we got Tup, the ancient Pokemon. And, fun fact, the first time Archeops came back named as Tup, I forgot to nickname it when I sent it to my Jenner, who is Tom, from the Power Rankings, and he so aptly named it Tup. So I thought that was a good nickname, and turned out you guys liked it a lot. So we're bringing back Archeops this week. Now, fairly standard-ish, and this set actually does a lot of work against his team. Only 110 speed, but the only thing that doesn't outspeed on his team is Raikou. So unless he leads Raikou, and if he does, I mean, like I said, we're ready for that. But with Ambipom and Archeops, he may have a little bit harder time figuring out what we are going to lead. And he has no flying types. So if I look at his team and it looks like he's going to lead with Raikou, Ruben is always an option because, like I said, unless he's Choice Scarfed, and we can live in Aura Sphere, unless he is Choice Scarfed, we will get the Earthquake off. But I'm sure he would switch out. But let's go over the set. Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Stone Edge. Those three moves really put a hurt. I mean, well, Earthquake and Stone Edge really puts a hurt on his team. Endeavor, because it takes, if we go down to the Focus Sash, it does all that damage. So that's bueno. So that is the team this week. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the team builder. We're actually getting ready to battle John right now. So we'll wait and see what happens with the team this week, and we'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Peace.